We're talking about kind of the history of Mario because they're about to come out with a new movie, and you know it's kind of people are talking about Mario.
Have you watched the trailer? You guys seen the trailer?
Yeah.
I saw part of it. I want to kind of hold off because
what are you talking about? We reacted to the trailer.
No, the most recent
there's
trailer.
one that came out yesterday. That's why there's a lot of Mario stuff. Go to the Wikipedia page because I want to specifically. I'm gonna have definitely not you. Pronounce the guy's name. This guy.
Shigeru Miyamoto?
Shigeru Miyamoto. I could have done that.
It's Miyamoto.
Why are you throwing shade at me?
He's Miyamoto.
Your track record on this podcast has not been great.
Everybody knows Miyamoto.
Yeah, I just can't pronounce the Shigeru.
He's always in the Nintendo, like the Nintendo, when they release something new for the games or anything. Miyamoto's always there.
What do you have to say?
I just wanted to kind of talk about Mario history a little bit.
Okay, so give us a briefing.
Sugary? That's
Miyamoto.
Okay, let's just say
Miyamoto-san.
Mr. Miyamoto-san created...
Think Mario, but then go
No.
Luigi, and then mix them up and go
That's
Miyamoto.
Wrong. No, cut that out. Just cut that out of the podcast.
No! Why? You crazy son of a gun. I'm trying to make word associations.
So back in 1981, they released a game. You'd think it'd be Mario. No, it was not Mario.
I think most people know this.
Well, that's for the fans that...
I don't know this.
You didn't know this. So
I don't know the history of gamings and Game Boys.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
Okay, where did Mario come from?
But when we get these 40-year-old people coming into our comments, it's interesting to see young people learning about all this stuff that we've all known about for 40 years.
Listen, it's not my fault.
Sorry,
I'm
we're not
40.
old.
We gotta take our own process and look things up on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So we can understand the shoes you walked the streets in. Okay.
Yeah.
But I get distracted by the strangest.
I know this. So explain it for the people
really quickly, and then we're gonna just get into Mario itself.
Okay.
So back in 1981, Donkey Kong was created, and they were, the game, the barrels you gotta climb up.
Yes.
That game was created, and they were trying to get Popeye, could not get the licensing.
They were trying to Popeye with Donkey Kong.
Yes.
He would have been the little guy who climbs up the thing and jumps over the barrels.
Okay.
But they could not get the licensing for him because, he was
He's a cartoon.
Cartoons
yeah,
and stuff.
Big Spinach owns Popeye.
So they created a character, Mr. Video, and later changed the name to Mario.
Why Mr. Video, may I ask?
I don't really know. It doesn't really...
There were other games like Mr. Game & Watch.
Can you point at that where you're seeing that?
Originally called Mr. Video.
Oh, but there's not a link. I was going to see if
he
there's
was
a
renamed
link.
after Mario Segal. Or Segal. I don't know.
Segal's probably correct. And who is he?
You zoomed into his face instead of reading the bio.
That's what I'm curious about. I want to know what people
An
look
American
like.
businessman and real estate developer.
I prefer to read people's faces. And you know what that face says to me?
Go stop zooming out. I'm trying to read.
This is why I wanted to control the computer.
So Mario's named after him while he was renting a warehouse to Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
So he was a
real estate guy for Nintendo,
and he was renting a warehouse out to them, so they named the character Mario.
That's it seems easy. It's just go with Mario. We just had a conversation with him about next month's rent.
Yeah, Mario. It sounds great.
Mario. Call him Mario.
Then
Dr. Video doesn't make sense.
Go back to the other
Dr. Video.
I wanted to finish up what I was saying.
Did he get evil?
Scroll out a little bit. I can't read that. And then later in 1985, Super Mario Bros. Series of gaming, the actual Super Mario Bros. So, then go back to my slides quick.
Voiced by Charles Martinetti. Does it say that?
Yeah, they
or Martinet.
I was literally about to say that.
I think 3 people that has done Mario's voice over the years. So they scroll out all the way. Why are you zoomed in?
So we can read it.
We can read it zoomed out.
No,
we're not 40.
Mario and then voiced by
Lou.
I just lost it.
This is insane.
Lou and Walker.
You guys are being extremely judgmental.
Stop touching stuff.
And later,
leave
Walker,
it on this screen right here. Don't touch it. Leave it.
I'm trying to make an
And then
experience
Bob,
for the viewers.
I'll smack you,
Don't you dare smack me. I'll smack you back.
and then I'll kiss you.
Don't kiss me. I'll kiss you back.
You gotta kiss it like a glizzy.
Without context and everything.
So
Finish what you're saying.
Lou, Walker, Bob, and then now Chris Pratt.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Pratt's number 4.
Chris Pratt is
Lou,
4.
Walker, Bob.
Well, Bob Hoskins played him in the movie, the old one, the old live action one.
It's still the voice. Don't matter.
What about
Yeah.
Charles?
He's the original, and in most all the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you missed Charles.
So okay.
I
so
said him
5.
at the beginning.
So
Charles
5.
Barnett.
1, 2, 5
Charles,
people so far have done
Lou,
the voice of Marty.
Walker, Bob, and Chris.
And Chris.
Great. Can you go back to our slides?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so go to our next slide. I
What
wanted
is
to
this?
kind of just show that we've kind of got a Boba Fett thing going on. You know, Boba Fett wasn't supposed to be a very popular character, but
Yeah.
because of the fans liking him and falling in love with this character that was only on screen for a couple minutes, George Lucas was like, we're going to create a whole thing. And then now he has his own TV show, which wasn't good, by the way. We're not talking about that, though. Because of people liking Mario, they have created all of this that has Mario in it.
Well, not all of it.
Okay, but
Donkey. Well, they're most of these over here are Mario centered,
yeah,
and then we got Donkey Kong over here. We got some of the. We got Luigi's Mansion, Game and Watch,
Sonic the Hedgehog.
but it kind of explains like where Mario kind of fits in.
So like from Donkey Kong, the original, it spreads out, and you get a lot of different stuff. Where's Smash Brothers?
Super Mario's.
Where's Smash Bros?
Super Mario's.
It has up there miscellaneous, so they've probably got it up there.
Where?
Super Mario Strikers. It's at the very top at the right. It looks like it's just lists up there.
Miscellaneous.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying, are we trying to follow this?
Well, I was just showing this to
No, it spreads from
kind of
Donkey
show,
Kong.
yeah, how like from Donkey Kong,
We got a ton of stuff.
yeah.
So what was the first Mario? Mario was Dr. Video at first
In Donkey Kong.
So the
Donkey
first
Kong.
games
we're talking
we-
this Mario.
So the first games we got spread from going right, Mario Bros. After Donkey Kong. And then below it, we've got Donkey Kong. And to the left of it is
Super
Donkey
Mario.
Kong Jr.
Yes.
And then we get Donkey Kong Country, classic Super Mario.
Yeah.
They've got Mario and the Rabbids up there, but I don't see Super Smash Brothers Melee.
I'm gonna be honest.
Honest.
I'm gonna be honest.
Hello, Onius.
Super Mario is the best logo up here.
I
Them
like it.
colors.
It's
Good-looking
clean.
logo.
It's clean.
bro. That's
I
a
do
good
like it.
one. And that was number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2, early on. They knew
yeah.
what they were doing. After that, they lost their way a little bit. But
I don't
Super
know.
Mario,
What's another good one?
that's the most eye-catching in my mind.
I feel like the Donkey Kong ones are iconic because like Donkey Kong's always orange and then like a green font or something.
But besides Super Mario, what looks better than Super Mario?
I don't see Mario Party on here either.
I don't see.
Scroll. Can we scroll
Mario
into
Kart.
that? We might not be able to see it. It might be too blurry. But can you scroll?
Nope.
No. Okay. Never mind.
If we were on a browser,
If we were on my computer, which had this, then I could.
Probably zoom in.
no, you couldn't. We're in slideshow mode.
Go to slide mode.
No, you can't. So let's look
But
at this
no,
timeline.
It's kind of interesting that like I didn't know about this about Mario. I knew that like it was all kind of linked and these characters for Nintendo, but I didn't realize that Mario. When you think of Mario, you don't think of
Mr. Video or Popeye or anything. Or Donkey Kong. Well, you might think
do.
but
Some
the
people
original game
associate-
was
well, no.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, you don't. I don't even for the original. I think of Mario. I don't think of Donkey
And that's
Kong.
that was the inspiration for Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
The game was, I think the game was called Fix It Felix Jr.
Yeah.
But it should have been
Felix.
called Wreck It Ralph if they were following the Mario trend, because he was the villain. He was the one at the top of the thing, hitting all the barrels and stuff down. How did Donkey Kong get his name?
I was curious. Okay, so Miyamoto used donkey to convey stubborn in English, while Kong was simply to imply him being a large ape.
Yeah.
Kind of like King Kong. The name
Follows
Stubborn
Donkey
ape
Kong.
is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So Donkey's name literally is stubborn ape.
Yep.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, and it stuck. It stuck.
Mhm.
So that was pretty, and that was the first rendition of this whole world, this Nintendo world.
How much?
Donkey Kong. Was
Hey,
the
if you know the Donkey Kong rap,
Look
put
up
it down in the rap.
Miyamoto. Go
Yeah.
type Miyamoto net worth. I know he's dead, right?
No,
Of course.
he was just in the Nintendo thing. He was just in the.
He's still alive?
He was
How old
just
is he
in the
then?
announcement.
How old is he then? I thought he was like really old.
Oh, he's a young guy. He's your age.
No, he's not.
He's old. He's definitely old.
I know
he was just in the Nintendo Direct for Mario.
I didn't. Okay.
That's it. 40 million.
He's got to be more than that.
That's pretty low.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It might be taking him personally. That might just be his personal net worth, but Nintendo's definitely worth more than 40 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe. 70
salary
years old.
1
Okay.
million per
I thought
year.
He was.
He looks good for 70.
He do be looking. Yeah.
You know, but Asians,
Mm-hmm.
they look young or very old.
Or very old.
Very old.
Yeah.
So he's not going to look really old till he gets in his 90s.
Yeah.
So just 40 million can't be correct. Let me check out one other one. Just looked up
What do you
Miyamoto's net worth, Nintendo Switch. Could
Could be $1 billion. Well, you've gone on a.
he could be a billionaire, but he's not an evil, selfish prick. He still has plenty of money, lives modestly, doesn't need to hoard billions and run child sex rings on his private islands. Gosh, dang it.
Or maybe the Japanese are much better at hiding all that stuff.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know.
What
Look,
kind of
I don't
shade
know.
are we throwing
I
at
would
the name
agree.
of
I would
Miyamoto?
agree with Josh. I think he probably has more, but doesn't put it on display if he does.
So yeah, he's modest. It seems Google can't even figure it out. Google thinks he only has $40 million.
Yeah, but everybody always knows that Google's wrong.
Yeah.
I was just
No.
guessing what Google thought.
That's not even Google. That's just some random website.
Stop telling your company to
Yeah.
kill Smash Bros. Scene, Miyamoto. Let's put an end to this.
I'm looking forward to the Mario
Let the tournaments.
movie. Mario movie coming out. I'm seeing a lot of stuff about it.
I know there's some things in the trailer I'm not too hyped about.
I didn't watch the whole trailer. I watched some of it. I was trying to hold off for our reactions.
Some of Chris Pratt's performances I wasn't too jazzed
Really?
about. Yeah, because
Chris
Mario,
Pratt is disappointing you.
Mario played by Charles Martinet is, here we go,
Yeah.
wahoo, stuff like that. There's a few sound effects, but Chris Pratt's wahoo is more like wahoo,
Yeah.
right? And he says, let's a go.
He says it like that?
He says, let's a go.
We'll see.
I'm not
We'll
into
see.
that. I can't
Hold
do
up.
that.
How would you do a on-screen character for Mario? Because this is the first on-screen story for Mario. We've seen him campaigns. We've seen him as a game character for decades.
Mm-hmm.
We're now going to get the first on-screen version of Mario where he has a lot of dialogue. He has to interact with characters intimately or violently. We'll see.
I think you can take the character, and I would have hired Charles Martinet because he's alive, and tone it down so he's not quite, always up in that high octave. Wahoo, yeah, wahoo, mamma mia. He's not always up there, and have him kind of have a relatively normal voice,
like Chris Pratt did.
No, higher, with a little bit of New York, like first generation New York or second generation New York, where they still have a New York accent, but they also use a lot of Italian.
Throw it in there.
So that would make sense for him to be like, let's go. You know, you could do it, and I don't know
that Chris Pratt was good casting.
Yes.
Or is it because they casted Chris Pratt because he's popular?
Because he's popular and it's for kids.
Because it's for kids. Now, who's going to enjoy it more, kids or us?
No, there's a lot of big names in this movie.
But it's for kids.
They're doing it for the name.
Yeah, all of the characters are designed to look like their Switch.
But I mean, the Nintendo's made it very clear that their games are party games and for kids.
Man,
I mean,
Nintendo's
I wouldn't consider myself a kid.
Age out of this.
I enjoy the crap out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, like recently they shut down the Smash Bros. Tournament.
Yeah.
They've never been supportive of the Smash Bros. Scene. They're not making games with like a ton of depth. You know.
Why am I racing?
Mario
Kart. I could play Mario Kart for hours.
I love me some Mario Kart. It makes me angry.
It makes everyone angry.
Because it doesn't matter if you got skill, you're a good player. Here's a blue shell.
You good
at this game?
You guys got Mario Kart?
We got Mario Kart. We're going to pull it out for Christmas party.
Blue shell.
Oh, yeah.
Blue shell is when you hit that first place, all right? Blue shell usually comes after you. Yeah, it's annoying, but red shell happens more often.
Red shell happens, but
I like green shell.
With proper item management, you can put a green shell or a banana behind you and hold it there.
No.
Yes, you can.
Okay, yeah, but you got to be good.
No, you just hold back on the joystick. And with proper item management, you can avoid those. Blue shells, like, if you're really good and you're in front, then
you're done.
Let's hope you're not close to the finish line when it hits.
Yeah, because that happens to everybody.
All the other people pass you.
And the finish line was right there. It was right there.
If you didn't have one of the boom boxes, you're done.
Yeah. And some of them people hold on to them blue shells.
And then
some people hold on to
some people hold on to a bullet bill to where they know where they're right at the right spot to hit that bullet bill and just go flying past.
I love the bullet bill though. And you only get the bullet bill if you're in like 8th and below place. No. That's the only time you get them. If you're in first place, all you get is bananas.
You get bananas and coins.
You get bananas and coins.
Hope you like bananas and coins. Maybe if you're lucky, a green shell.
Maybe. That's what Josh was saying. It's freaking hard if you have the opportunity to get a green shell. Hold it behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because the people, especially if you're in first, they're throwing shells at you.
They're throwing mad shells.
Throwing everything at you.
This is what I think. I think people should probably play Mario Kart more this Christmas season. Yeah, and argue with friends and family about it.
Yeah,
just argue, and then work yourself up for this Mario film, and then tell us in the comments. Come back and tell us what you thought about Chris Pratt's performance in this new Mario film. That's what I want to see.
Well, it's not coming out till like April.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming out Christmas.
No, it's not going to be this. It's not coming out soon. It's coming out next year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In like April.
Well,
you're so used to trailers dropping, then a month later the movie comes out.
Yeah, I didn't know they're getting this much leadway on a film.
Yeah,
they just dropped Avatar's trailer. I was like, well, I guess it's coming out like in 2 weeks.
I'm pretty sure it's April 7th or something like that.
All right. Well, we'll be looking forward to
this. Yeah, we'll be talking about Mario probably some more if there's stuff to talk about.
There will be. Yeah. But in my opinion, it's going to be like Sonic. It's, bearable, but a kid's movie.